Alito!
This is the Light Hour with Janu.
And Phoenix Nadie.
Yeah, so Nadie was ready to share.
I'm ready to share.
Ready to share her first experience with magic mushrooms.
What's the
Psilocybin Cubensis. You know, me and words. But it was quite an experience to say to be. It was a pleasure to be able to be with her. For
and you don't have to hold back.
What you mean?
As far as our experience, don't hold back. You can address.
I'm gonna let you, because it was really kind of your experience. Like I said, it was my pleasure to sit back and be with you.
I kind of want the outside looking in version of this.
Oh, she handled it like OG though. You couldn't tell, because really, I'm gonna say it. This is the person. What was shown, what manifested, was the person I had been waiting to come out. And I see from the outside looking in, like she said, about herself, but those things that you have to realize yourself, and that's what she kind of did. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I really observed her as a scientist would, and noted her, psychological change. That was gone was her social constructs. Like, that was to the wind. That was to the wind. Like this is stupid. Like this is just thinking about some of the processes and rituals are in this society. So to see that go first, it kind of correlated with the study that I had been doing on the magic mushrooms and certain ones, because that one would be called, I think, the Golden Teacher.
Yes, the Golden Teacher.
Golden Teacher. So I don't know the intentions, or you was just kind of like.
I want you in uninhibited experience. I didn't want no thoughts of what could happen, what could possibly happen. I didn't want any fear to jump in. I didn't want any of what other people have said it was or anything like that to jump in. I wanted to have my full-on experience, and my it was like, I felt real hippie-ish, what people considered a hippie to be. That's what I felt.
Yeah, what I always say, that Cali girl, she's cool as shit.
And that's interesting. I'm from Cali, so
cool as shit.
It brought that back out of me, and I liked it. I missed that. So we're going to have to take that trip back to Cali. It was almost as if I couldn't sugarcoat anything. I couldn't put my thoughts and things on stuff. I had to allow things to be what they are and go from there.
1 second, she coming right back. We still ready. That's like I said, it was the first thing I was struck. So everything, and not saying that she was raunchy or derogatory. It was from a place of really seeing the freedom she had been withholding from herself to tell things, how they were, not how they should be, how you think it is, how you even want it to be. It was how it is, where she was, even with herself, like, yeah, that's me. Nah, that's just stupid. Why did I even? Mm-hmm. Like what you were telling me this morning.
I was very analytical of myself. But also, it took the things that I took for granted and brought them to the forefront and gave me understanding. If that makes sense.
So, that's an example of things that...
Well, one of the main thing throughout that whole night was the care, the love, the attentiveness, and the things that I knew it was there, but somehow I took it for granted, or maybe I let past situations make me suppress it. Like, nah, maybe it's not that. Nah, it's not that much. It showed me that night. That no, yes, it is that much. And I know I was supposed to really have an experience where I'm dealing with myself, really. But in a sense, I was still dealing with myself. It taught me to accept it. Because that's kind of how I've been living. Like, okay, yeah, he say it. Okay, yeah, that happened.
Like I would be gone. Well, that would be the like
No.
you know it's there, but
Right, yeah, not wholeheartedly
yeah,
accepting that from you.
yeah, like
Not-
it could be gone.
Yeah, so I took it for granted. It was kind of like a, yeah, okay, yeah, I guess. But that night, it showed me not only, from taking the mushrooms and having that experience that night, and his watchful eye, and like, it was almost like the mushrooms took his heart and took it out of his chest and said, "Here, do you see now?" That's how it felt at that moment of just, which allowed me to open up. Was like, you know what? Okay, I present myself with you, and I now know that, without a question, without a doubt, and that's kind of, I guess that's what that night really was. It's so bare in front of him.
Literally, she did it literally.
Every last thing, I took my hair down, took off all of my jewelry, my clothes, and I was bare before him. And I even stood there like, this is me. Like, you're really now getting all of me. I'm a Scorpio, and we tend to hide things. We tend to cover up things that we're not comfortable with ourselves. So if we're not comfortable, we don't put it on other people, in any way. And that's how I've been living my life. That's how I've been going through things. And so I was able to be bare, naked, and free and open.
Yeah.
Mind you, yeah. Robin, mind you, it's been... But, things happen in stages and when they're supposed to happen. So that's what happened.
Yeah,
Anything else?
It was very. It was, and like me, I just when I ate mine, it was just like, you the golden teacher with shit. Show me something.
Huh?
Yeah, teach me. Show me something. What you got to impart. And this is one of my things, like having patience with her. And it really just, it felt like it stopped the time for each moment. I was able to take the moment. So not saying I didn't listen to her before, I heard her and I could listen to her and not have it back, but imparting about herself and just take it and process it with no feedback. So like they always say, sometimes you just want to call somebody and just tell your problems without any, judgment, without any bias, any recommendations of just talk to you. And I was able to, because you'll be like,
I heard this before.
what the hell you talking about? Like, come on, get it together now. Where I could actually hear her and listen to her. And it was, that was me. I got some patience that night. Just like, whoa, you don't look like I think a lot, but you be thinking so much that you don't have time to even let people tell you completely because you already finishing their statements.
Trying to. Yeah. Yeah, and then that's another thing. You know how people say that oh my gosh, he finishes my sentences. And sometimes you got to get your thought out without, the interruption.
Or, you got to let people get it out so you can get the right interpretation and understanding about it. So, yeah, that was me. So it was kind of a crisscross thing out. And we were like, okay. we getting to really like know each other.
So I want to tell my favorite part of this whole experience. You want to know my favorite part?
Mm-hmm.
It was when we left and we were in the car and we was just jamming the music. And the laughter, the joy, just the, not even excitement, but just fun. You know, and the song we chose to listen to was Lil Wayne, No Worries. And it was like, yeah, we ain't got no worries. It was fun. It was fun. That was my favorite part.
For what? Like, why I'm not even gonna even do myself. We watched The Dragon Eat the Sun.
Yes.
We watched The Dragon Eat the Sun.
Dragon Ate the Sun.
And what else was on that trip?
Oh, well, and the person that I wanted to understand me the most understood me. And I guess it put me in a place where I can express myself without trying to find a way in me. You know, the way I perceived it was the way I was able to express it. And to be honest, that's all I needed. All this was just to express it in the way that I see it, in the way that I experience it.
That ain't all she needs. She need a goddamn vacation. She needs to take them motherfuckers on a road trip by herself, you know. And that's the care that I have for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you forget that I was raised by just the daddy. Like, that's what they got a daddy for. Like, you can go. You can go.
I promise I will eventually.
You know. But if she get that vacation with that experience, I'm gonna have to step my game up, because she gonna be able to walk in herself, because that main thing with her just going, no responsibility per se. She's responsible for herself.
Right.
She ain't got to think about me. She ain't got the babies. What's going on at home? Hey, I got this. You know, I was constructed for this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. What did you say? It's selfless like that.
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you didn't talk to my people. What have they told
you? They said it, but they said that you are a sweetheart.
Yeah.
They did say that.
Yeah.
That you have a big heart.
Selflessness. Well, you know, I'm all right. Because you make sure, you gonna always make sure you all right. Mm-hmm. And that's how, where they don't understand it. How can you make sure you all right and still make sure everybody all right? Because you're going to make sure you're all right.
Yeah.
You're not going to put yourself in the jeopardizing situations and positions.
Right.
You know, I'm all right, but that would allow me to help you without any repercussion, because if I'm helping you, I'm good. If I'm gonna help you where I can, but if I'm helping you, I'm good.
Obviously. To me, that's like obvious.
Yeah. You know. So I don't mind it.
Okay. Who was your favorite part of the experience?
Hey everybody, let's take some shrooms. That fucked me up.
That moment, I initiated it.
Cause me and homeboy walked in from outside, and she was like,
I said,
okay.
1, 2, 3, everybody take a mushroom.
It fucked me up like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? There it is, like, fun. Like,
I just kind of, I built myself up, and it was like, I'm going to do it anyway, so just do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That was it. And it was actually her initiating, me not saying, hey, you ready? It was her like, let's get it.
I was ready.
Rabbit hole, here we go.
There we go.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the vowels now. A-E-I.
Well, you supposed to have been smoking. That put the kid. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what's the fun thing. So what's next on the agenda?
Ayahuasca is next. So ayahuasca is a blend of ayahuasca and the mushroom, correct?
Mm-hmm. What's up with
So
you?
with that experience,
I'm going to Missouri.
and so with that experience, we're both beginning our dieta. I don't know why. Dieta. And so the diet is a diet where you pretty much eat whole foods. You eat a more vegetarian diet, vegan diet, I should say, more vegan diet, because there's like no plant-based, well, more pescatarian vegan diet.
Ital.
What is that?
Ital? Rasta?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
When they say
Ital. You know, country. Ital.
They say you can still partake in like fish or seafood, but in moderation, of course. What I have decided to do is more plant-based than anything, and 1 to 2 meals a day. No breakfast. If I do breakfast, anything, it'll be like nuts, things that'll give me energy. Lunch will be the biggest meal of the day, because we're also taking the Ayurvedic customs too, taking in the Ayurvedic customs or lifestyle. And if that meal doesn't carry us over and we're still a little hungry, then we'll have a light dinner.
Yeah, but today I had to cook that, so our light dinner would be
the stir fry.
Well, no, we still got she left us some of that vegan meat.
Oh, okay, so the vegan.
So we still got the
like a vegan
the
taco.
lettuce.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Vegan tacos tonight. As far as what we drink, of course, we cannot partake in alcohol.
I don't drink that shit no way.
Cigarettes. We were not supposed to have marijuana either.
Man, now getting to that, she can say what she says. Really, I'm going to do the ayahuasca with her, which is with the mushroom and the coppery.
Uh-huh.
The ayahuasca, I told her I'm gonna leave that. That's for her. You know, that's for her. You go to the ayahuasca, because to me,
Sit before the mother?
huh?
You want me to sit before the mother?
Yeah. I mean, that's you. You go ahead. And you do the ayahuasca thing. That's, I told you, it doesn't call me more than, that's why I say, well, we'll just get that of the mushrooms, and I'm going to grind it up. I'm going to be microdosing. So I'm finna play real scientist, and I'm going to push the limits.
Just you don't, microdose all of it. Sometimes I just might want to grab 3.
Well, see, no, because we got, what, ounce?
Don't worry.
Yeah, a nice amount. So 7 of them can be microdosed. That much amount can be, hey, that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, the rest can, yeah. So we, got it, but we're also gonna, what's it called, bong. So what we're basically doing is, in the nutshell, having our experiences and knowing yourself and knowing what you the degree you are familiar with yourself, able to know what's for you. Not everything might not be for you, and I don't think ayahuasca. I don't think that one would be one that really help me. Not saying I don't need mother. That's not what I'm saying. But that's what the mushroom is. That's mother. That's mother too. You see what I'm saying? Cannabis. We know about that one. That's what we're gonna do the bong for. Make the Shiva drink. And,
Put on rest mode. Just how I said, y'all said we can have some of this.
Yes.
Okay. All right. See you tomorrow. Yeah.
See you later.
A 3.5 hour drive.
Have fun.
Enjoy.
So so we're gonna work on some peyote.
Yes.
We're gonna work on
peyote.
some. What's the toad?
I forgot what it's called.
Tryptamine.
No, it's not tryptamine. It's a component.
Yeah.
No,
It's an Arizona road toad.
yeah.
It's it's mucus membranes excretes a highly hallucinogenic mucus. You dry it and you smoke it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we're basically just we're when we say adopting the old ways, we're adopting the old ways. We're going into the era of what inspired the building of these great monuments.
Yep.
These civilizations, the framework, what everybody now, how did they know this type of shit?
Yeah.
But these niggas was far out.
I mean, far out, but at the same time, a lot of this was commonplace. They used to feed the children little bits of peyote, right? Peyote mushroom, or they would eat it, ingest it, and then breastfeed
them. That's the story of how they found peyote too. Yeah, it said the woman was walking through the desert crying because she was finna give birth, but she was like dry a tribe. And she said she stopped because she heard someone talking to her. And he said, who the hell is this talking to me? She said, it's me under your feet. Eat me, I will give you water. And I'll give you substance so you're able to feed that child you're finna have. So she ate the peyote plant and was able to find her people. And it fed her and she had the baby safe and began to breastfeed it on her journey to find her people.
Well,
I shared some of the videos.
A tradition, right?
Yeah.
People started doing that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, because it was funny that we ran across that little story. Because what did I had just shoot about giving like micro, little bit to children, like their brain is already so open. What would that allow them to?
Yeah, keep it open, I believe.
Man, what would that do to them? Like, what would that? Would they ever form this same social we formed? I doubt it. I doubt it. They would never have that fear, but in our society standards, they would be wild.
No, they were still there. I mean, if you look at the civilization that was doing it, look at their customs and practices and things that they did. No, it was fine.
That's wild. Primitive.
Yeah, they did.
So that's what we're working on, our shamanism. That's what we're doing. And we have always came, if we ever offered anything, we always offered it out of experience.
Yes.
So,
yes.
We ain't offering you nothing. We want it all for ourselves, not just playing. But yeah, we're going to experiment with these things and get to know ourselves and let the medicines teach.
Yeah. And for me, I feel like walking in my life, my path. And I feel a very strong spiritual connection to these plants. I guess that's the call they're talking about, where it calls to them, speaks to.
And it comes to you effortlessly.
And that's exactly how this went.
We don't have to force anything. They're coming. Here we are. What you gonna do? Type thing. So, cool beans. Anything else? Mm-hmm. Oh, my experience last night, like what I said, you asked it to show you. Like darkness has structure, and I'm telling you about it. Like I seen some of the framework of darkness. Then she was like, you seen the dark light, and it was like, I guess that's what you're gonna have to call it, because it would come in like spots. So it would So say it was coming across, it'll dash across, but then come down.
So you saw it shape. You saw it like that game, that glow game with the lines. You know.
Yeah. So, but it formed patterns that made up, what I think I was looking at. I had that fucking thing over my eyes, but in that little peripheral, I seen the darkness, the geometrical, or whatever you want to call it, the pattern. And I'm like, fuck, it has, it has structure. Even darkness has structure, like light has structure. It has a structure within itself, and it showed me this. It's like, okay, that was my last night. And I got the tracers. I told you with the hand, with the tracers, like, ooh. Oh shit, here we go. And the totem pole. So, they do what they do. And this was with no intent, just asking, teach, show me.
Well, I was like put into a sleep state. I was like really, really tired and sleepy most of the day, And
not go to sleep.
I couldn't go to sleep. But when I did finally, it brought some things that I may have suppressed. Things, irritants. That's exactly how it just everything that irritated me in my life. And it was almost like, and this is kind of what I wanted. I wanted to see myself. So it kind of just showed me. And then, and it's interesting because before I actually went on and went to sleep, I kind of tested myself because I was actually irritated. And so I was like, irritated, or have I just kind of conditioned myself to be this type of way? And so I kind of was feeling a little needy and clingy. And so I really wanted my husband to like be in the same room with me, just be up under me. And he was outside, phone conversation. So I was like, is this like really what I want? Am I tripping? What is it? Mm-hmm. So I went on outside and I came right here and I sat down with him while he was on his phone conversation. And then I realized like, no, later, baby. Going back in the house. I sat down and it was like, no, I really don't want to be up under him. Like, I just really want to like, if I had a teddy bear, I would have probably just grabbed the teddy bear and probably would have went on and fell asleep. So, when I went back in,
She got dragons. Don't let her fool you.
I got dragons. And no, I got dragons. And they're so cute, plush with these big old eyes. But anyways, I went on in and we have cats, big cat, 2 kittens, and so my cat was already in the bed. So I said, you know what? He likes the snuggles. He'll lay right here up under me and go to sleep. And so I was like, yeah, come here, we're good, And I was actually able at that time to kind of doze on off into a sleep. He came on in anyway, so that was it.
So you was just irritated.
I was irritated, and then it showed me how I am irritated. Like, it was just like this is what irritated you, and that irritated you. Like, for real, you let that irritate you.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it was. It was like, you want to see yourself. I'm going to show you yourself then. So like that first experience was like, now are you going to accept yourself? Are you going to accept, what is given to you, what's in your life with your experience? Are you going to accept it? And then it was like, but you're still letting this nonsense get to you. Like, that's how it was showing me myself. Plain and simple. Came home and nephew.
Yeah.
When I come into the house, I speak, and I say Halito the same way I greet you all. Halito. Said anything, nobody greeted me back, and I don't know why that upset me so much. And I kind of walked through and came back, and I was like, hey, I spoke to you. I said, Halito, how are you? How you doing? I'm back home. And, you know, it was my father. And he was like, okay. So I go to my nephew and I'm like, hey, I spoke to you. I said, Halito, he offended me by saying he doesn't know. That offended me. And I said, you know, that's my heritage. That's my culture. And it offends me because I've just now finally know what what my heritage is, my culture, my lineage, my genealogy. You know what I'm saying? I take it very serious. You gonna take my Choctaw, the language, and say it's Spanish?
Miss me with that rap shit.
Miss me with that. Yeah, but it made me upset because he plays a lot. And so, yes, I said, no, it is Choctaw. And he tried to play like he couldn't say it. I said, no, it's Choctaw. Say it. He was like, Choctaw, Choctaw. I started trying to be funny with it. And I'm like, that is my actual heritage. Stop it. That is disrespectful.
Yeah. We know better.
But you see what I'm saying? But it was, I am prideful of my heritage. And it showed me that in that moment.
I mean, what people wouldn't though.
Especially if people who have been told a lie for so long.
Man, because it's a whole nother thing. But yeah, we just want to slide through, man, and tell y'all what's going on, inform y'all, update y'all. Hey, not advising you, but step outside of the box.
Right on.
Y'all had the perfect time. Y'all was on lockdown. And, a lot of y'all didn't have to go to work. You still, you could have took this time to really, really, really. And you don't need drugs. Like, that's what the sound healing is for.
The Reiki.
That's what the Reiki is for. Yeah, that's what the
vibrational medicine.
Yeah, guided meditations. That's what all to show you are. When you are ready to heal, you'll
begin the journey.
What? Mama told you no. Now get out of our room.
Yeah, you'll begin the journey when she asked them that question.
Yeah, and really let go of the fear, because just go out and mention psychedelics to people. You eat mushroom, motherfucker, look at you crazy. What the fuck? What the hell? Man, you tripping, man. You on that hard shit. That was John just told me, like, nigga, yeah, you look out. I said, I better smoke
So, what's our next step, and how are we getting ready to go about doing this next experience?
That's my watch. Told them about the diet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You shooting? You said Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
On Sunday. This experience outside. Yeah.
Damn, it's like we giving them a calendar, like, and then probably like after that she'll be going than ayahuasca. Mm-hmm. And me, I'm just gonna when she's going through her, I can go. Yeah, I've been mixing up the bong, and yeah, I don't think you really need any of that after ayahuasca.
No.
Yeah, so
I'll try it like later on.
Yeah. That's because it's a warm drink.
It can be, yeah.
But it can't. How about the storage?
We're gonna have to instruct.
Yeah, the storage.
So, said all that to say, I will see you guys again.
Peace.
Peace.